Hey, that was sweet. Nice. I did just get a shout out just on the video as like a breakdown of it's an hour
Alright.
long, it will give you the gist of it. I think that is a way of summing up Yeek that an hour will give you the fucking
Nice.
gist.
I mean, if you want like, if I feel like if you want the synopsis, you go to Running Shine.
I don't know, I wouldn't I think he's more on the gameplay side, but yeah.
I'm, yeah, because like between, uh, he does. I don't know. Yeah, maybe some people will take away different story beats from Running Shines.
Maybe. Yeah. I
Recounting.
fucking love that video.
It's so good. It's like Alex, as it was travesty didn't just happen. Like,
I think my
must be the
favorite
black.
joke, my favorite joke after all this time is when he's doing Alex asking Claudio for a ride. I like the car, it's really blue. Just like Sonic the Hedgehog. I bet it's fast like him too.
So good.
I do fucking love that running gag of like mentioning Sonic the Hedgehog and then just breaking down laughing while trying to describe what he's saying.
No, I just love the jokes around Michael so much. Like,
oh god, the fucking
the fucking Christmas breakdown where he's like
well, like around the whole bit about the line must be Y2K. When they're in the shop.
Y2K. Like I thought as if it's fucking travesty didn't just occur as a travesty.
Alex actually turned his head to look at him. He never does that.
Yeah. This is like maybe he is the final boss.
You know, his next video is nearly fucking done.
Yeah.
It's gonna be on Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, that's so good. I hope there's something in now. I remember there being. It's been a while since I played Ocarina, but hopefully there's something in it analogous to a skateboard so that he can do the Tony Hawk thing again.
Oh yeah.
The girlfriend American. I hate authority.
Have you ever been on his website and just like looked at the fucking music that he did?
Yeah.
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 It's fucking good, and especially the fact like there is that whole mock-up song for the Tony Hawk's like for the Tony Hawk vid when he's talking about the music. Yeah, no, it's such a good fucking channel. I'm fucking hoping Steak Bentley actually gets his next vid out soon as well. He was talking about that. He was like saying his next vid is on Venture Bros, which I have not seen.
Yeah. I like Running Shine's take that Alex was 100% in his right to be upset, to be angry with Rory.
It's not totally fucking off the mark. It's just because that scene is, even putting aside like the fucking joke of it. Yeah, the guy brought you into a sewer and lied to you. You'd be in your right to be fucking pissed at that guy and not be totally on the level with him.
Yeah. How about you guys go talk to Rory?
Yeah, didn't think so.
Because I think, honestly, because like you did not, because like you completely brushed over how fucking long the record is.
Yeah, I know. I don't think I totally brushed over it.
Because like he spends a lot, because he really drives home. Like how.
Yeah, I think I just go over it in like 2 bus trips, a train trip.
That is.
This shit.
Yeah.
I couldn't add anything more to what he fucking said about that.
Give me the record. Give me the fucking record.
I don't have it and I need it. Mark is such a fucking enigma of a character. Like, what were they fucking thinking? I think when I was close to making the video, I did have a theory about him that he was another person who jumped realities. I mean, it probably is the case, just the thing, and like, he just knew a bunch of shit. But it's fucking Yeek. It's the fuck do you do?
Never even looked at the title. I never
Hello.
At the artist's name.
It's so fucking crazy.
It's on the cover.
You never read it? Man, fuck Alex Yeek.
Yeah.
Wait, is Alex's name in Geek Alex Geek?
No, it's Alex Eggleston.
Eggleston.
Yeah, but there's just been a joke forming of calling him Alex Yeek.
Alex Jeekinson. There we go. Yeah, I've just been sitting on my bed this entire time. I'm probably not gonna actually do it when I play with Harold and stuff.
Yeah, he's not obviously now, but like, it's hard to blame people for thinking he was a self-insert.
On some level,
I mean,
yeah.
like Alex Eggleston, Andrew Allenson. Like...
No, yeah, like there's the fucking syllable count is even fucking close
Yeah.
on the second names, and I don't know. Also,
I mean,
also Swede, like you're just gonna be able to, if you get sick of Dokapon, you can just go to bed partway through a game if you just get really mad.
Nah, I'm probably gonna have to. I'm probably moving it back. Like I'm literally just. It's literally across my room right now and sitting on the edge.
One thing I do miss of like the days when I used to have like a headset microphone with a really long wire was I could just lay down in bed.
I kind of regret not getting a wireless one.
Well, I mean now I've got the whole. Now I can't because I've got the fucking XLR mic and shit. I'm tethered.
Oh yeah, true. That I also have that. Granted,
Stuck.
with my headset, I could just swap out to a long cable.
True.
Okay, finally I'm back. Sorry, that took as long as it did. There was a line for the bathroom. You know how it is.
A line?
Yes.
Okay.
I have more roommates than toilets.
The more this happens, the more I'm just picturing that you and your flatmates is just constant bathroom rotation.
It kind of is around this time of day because like
your fucking bladders or something.
This is when David like gets home and he like takes a shower right after work too, and you know there can be as many as 5 people here sharing one bathroom. You know.
What kind of a fucking friend setup do you have?
Well, I have 2 roommates, and like David's partner Sevda will be over here a lot, and you know Laz would sometimes be over here a lot too, and it was like, you know, both would spend the night. You know, usually it was pretty rare for it to be 5 people here at once, but not unheard of.
And then you have the fucking cats.
Yep, and we have.
I don't
they
think they use
the
the
cats have
bathroom,
more
though.
bathrooms than we do. They have 2 separate litter boxes, and like, there are only 2 of them. They could each have their own if they wanted.
Are you guys doing the like 1 plus 1 litter box rule, which is basically 1 litter box for each cat plus an extra?
No, we're not doing. We would need a 3rd one to be doing that, but there's not really anywhere for a 3rd one.
Yeah.
We have one in sort of the main living room area, and we have one in David has one in his room, which are the main 2 places the cats spend their time, and the hallway, but nowhere we could really put one in the hallway.
Ah yes, shitting in his room.
Yeah. The one in his room is a covered one.
Alright, so
So the cat can just look at you while they're doing the business in the living area.
No, that one's sort of behind a thing, but it's, you know, technically still an open box, but it's like...
Oh, speaking of cats,
Yes?
This is completely related because it's a black cat, but just look at that posture. Look at that posing.
Alright, so Hero.
Yeah?
Bringing the children.
Yeah. He's like, hey kids, come with me. I'm gonna take you to a safe place.
Yeah, they nod, no apprehensive. They're thankful that you've healed them up a bit.
You know,
So Hero's just gonna
Actually-
roll up to this inn with these two scared-looking beaten kids. A room for me and these two kids, please.
Oh yeah, no, but
here's what you do. I'm gonna metagame it to you. You lie and say that they're the kids of the couple that just came in,
And they look all beaten and bruised.
and they've been abandoned by their parents.
oh, Hero's gonna do something else with them.
Oh,
But yeah, he goes up and like, now which room are they in?
Well, which room are who in, mister?
The people
yeah,
that's gonna help.
I've just noticed a few holes in the plan.
Don't worry. No, he goes up. Greetings. I'm a friend, or I'm a traveling companion of the two people that just checked in. A
What?
girl with a tail and a guy.
You're a traveling companion, all right? What's that have to do with me?
Oh no, I'm just wondering which room they checked into.
He squints his eyes at you. You. You know what? I actually can't answer that unless you purchase something.
What is there to purchase?
Drink.
Actually, yeah, no. He looks at kid. Hey kids, are you thirsty?
Not for them. I don't. Oh, unless you really want to.
No. What? No. You don't have any water?
Sure, you can buy water.
Yeah, no. I can buy some water if you tell me.
3 coin.
Hero tosses down 3 coins.
Yeah, he takes it. Just like hides a smile and then just like
Love this.
goes and just grabs a pail of water and pours it into a glass and gives it to you. And just says, "They're in room 3."
Thank you. He hands the glass of water to the kids and he says, "Come on."
Thank you. And yeah, they start sharing. Sort of taking swigs between them. Swigs.
Swigs, big gulps.
Alright, and you head over
So
to...
he goes to room 3 and like, okay, kids, give me one. Let's see now. So this is it. He goes, which one of you are the bravest?
What?
Wait, what is Hero doing?
I can't...
The kid has to go in first.
Yeah, what Hero?
No.
Are you knocking? What are you doing,
no,
Hero?
No, he's knocking. Actually, he's knocking. Actually,
just hey, you're discouraged. I can't believe you're making him think this over.
Oh yeah.
No,
I'm
no.
just asking what Hero is doing.
Oh no, you'll see what he's doing. But yeah, he
So-
asks, which one are you feeling the bravest? I know both of you are really brave, but you know.
Well, he's the one who convinced me to break with him. So.
Okay.
And
I'm
then
just gonna.
that
I'm gonna.
one, like, nods. What do we do, Mister?
Are you okay with being alone for like a few seconds? Don't worry.
Sure.
Okay. This is probably gonna be a bit scary to you, but don't worry. Yeah. Just hold. Grab my hand and hold tight.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
no.
And he.
Oh no.
Actually. Yeah, no, he grabs the kid.
You're saying,
okay.
oh no, but the horror of what they walk in on is entirely up to you.
Look,
Actually,
This is
Hero?
Schrodinger's cat right
Hero,
here.
what do you do?
Yeah, no, he grabs it and they warp into the room.
Okay. What are Scott and Felina in the middle of
so
doing?
I mean, I was gonna ask, like, because this is something Neo and I have talked about, in the past, that we figured, would sort of let be a Schrodinger's off-camera thing, but this is the second time they've kind of, been sharing, and I guess I'll ask Neo in control of Scott, was this a fade to black kind of off-camera situation?
Well,
Until
given the Felina's double up comment, and I think it might have been.
Yeah, I kind of got that vibe too. Was just letting that be something, sort of off camera implied, but the camera has very suddenly teleported into the room, and yeah, I think, Hero
I'm just gonna say, just throwing it out here as the guy who doesn't get involved in these things, doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
Apparently. Just because they're in a room together doesn't mean...
Well, like I said, Neo and I had talked about it, and, sort of agreed, like, probably something happening, but, something sort of, like, in the background, not something that would really get brought up in the thing, just, like, the kind of vague knowledge that off-camera that was kind of going on, but...
saying this, I wonder if Hero is dumb enough to actually bring a kid. Well, I've already set it up.
You've already done it. You've traumatized those children. You've brought those kids from one trauma to another.
No, he brought the bravest one. But yeah, he goes in. He has
and just instantly Felina, like, shrieking and covering up her chest.
Oh, he teleports back. Kid.
Breach! Scott just immediately just rolls over and just pulls a blanket up.
Wait, why are you guys in the bed together?
Hero, what the fuck? You just hear, like, through the door being yelled.
I bet Sylvana just, like, turns her head.
Well, kids, today you learned that you should probably knock before.
What?
And Hero start.
What were they doing?
We awoke them. They were sleeping.
Okay.
And Hero knocks. Felina?
It was, just some people bounce in their sleep while they're sleeping upright, just...
How old are you, kid?
I'm 5.
You'll forget it. But yeah,
you hear some, like, grumbling and stomping sounds, and eventually hear Felina stomping to the door. Which she opens sort of, like, wrapped up in, like, sheet, robe, whatever, and she just fucking slaps Hero across the face quite hard. Invisible claws out, he really feels the, like, swipe across the face.
For once I deserve that, but we have more important things on our hand.
What was that?
Felina, long story short, but basically, we found a bunch.
First of all, why did you come in here without knocking, just teleport into a private room? And secondly, why did you bring a child into a private room?
Well, you see, and he explains that. So, see, Sylvana, Andrew and I, we found some. Well, these kids were being attacked by grown men, and I decided to take them to a place I figured would be safe, and make my money's worth.
You have 21 coin. You could afford 2 bedrooms if you wanted.
Felina, let's not, or you can be a good person and help us protect these kids.
Mister, she seems angry.
Yeah, she's always angry.
So your idea is to have these 2 kids, like, just, take a bit for, I presumably get the room cleaned up, and then to have these 2 just force Scott and I to share a bed with these 2 kids tonight. Is that your suggestion?
No, you're the adult. You're gonna be nice enough to probably sleep somewhere else and let the kids sleep on the bed.
Sick. Based.
Bed might be dirty.
What do you mean? Oh. Felina, we're trying to rescue your boyfriend.
Oh, come on, he's not fucking, like, already.
Felina!
Look, you've never even been in a relationship, okay? I don't need to hear this shit from you.
One of the kids just says,
okay, kid, change your plan. And Hero says, we're getting our own room because yeah, I'm not leaving you with these people.
Yeah, Felina just rolls her eyes and slams the door, rather.
We're sorry?
No, you shouldn't be sorry.
It's not your fault, kids. Just don't grow up to be like that man.
Don't grow up to be like her.
Yeah, Felina just, like, doesn't protest that one. Like, just sure, whatever.
But yeah, Hero said, sorry, kids. I kind of thought ahead. Let's just say she was doing something I wasn't expecting. So we're gonna get our own room.
Okay.
He goes, so good. Hello. How much for a room?
10 coin for one bed.
One bed. Are you kids okay with sharing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One Hero point puts down 10 coin. I just want to point out that Hero is currently from the starting day of from starting for 49 coins. He's down to 9 coins.
Actually, I'm gonna cut back to Angelo and Hemlock. Angelo is gonna pick these guys for coin. Like he's not above that right now.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, Sylvana just kind of raises an eyebrow at that, but she's not going to stop you.
Actually, Angelo does catch that and just says, "This is the first time I've had to do this, and I'm not proud of it, but we need to feed ourselves somehow, right?"
Well, I suppose so.
Yeah, Angelo picks them for coin. What do they...
Roll a 40-10. Alright, and and actually, since there were multiple of them, I'm gonna say roll that again.
Okay.
Okay, 31 coin.
Alright. Yeah, okay. Nice. So, yeah. Angelo looks at that and he's, like, actually quite impressed at 31 coin amongst them lot. Do you want to cut? He, says Sylvana.
I have no need.
No need? Okay. Well, if you need something, just let me know. And yeah, he puts that aside.
So, Hero.
Yeah.
You're giving them a room, and you're just gonna have them in there by themselves?
No, he's gonna return there, but I guess he's gonna have to inform Angelo.
All right.
Inform Angelo of what?
You know where the kids are.
I thought he already made that clear they were going to the inn.
Oh yeah, but
In a different room in the inn.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. But yeah, he's like, all right, kids. I know today's been rough.
Just today.
No, I didn't. Oh no, he didn't mean it. Like, I know it's been rough, but don't worry. We're gonna try our best to fix this.
This might upset the game plan a little with going through the mist.
Are you taking them with you?
No, that's my point. That's why this upsets the game plan a little. We have to discuss what the hell we're doing here. Like, we can't just... Where do we leave them, if anything?
Something to discuss as a group,
I know.
guess.
Felina's mother always wanted more kids, right?
Oh God, no.
So we double back again and lose a day for this.
Or just trust them to get there by themselves.
Yeah, that's great.
We could send them to the Rock Earth, like, mage city. Sorcerer. Yeah, sorcerer. That was it. Right?
Hey, I know we just met, but...
I mean,
What are they going to do? Turn some poor
it's
kids
not
away?
one of my opposed alignments opening a dimensional rift and like Austin's old mage character used to do. It's just that she was specced into that.
Well, for now, Hiro, you go to tell Angelo something.
Yeah, no, like I imagine they meet outside or something. I imagine Angelo goes there, right?
Yeah, I guess
I think we're still in the
Angelo
back
and Hiro
alley.
can meet outside. Yeah, Angelo and
Yeah.
Hiro can meet outside while Sylvana just sort of gets what she can out of whoever's waking.
Well,
out of whoever gets out of their delirium first.
We've got them.
So
We've got them tied up, and I'd say we did some good today.
Yeah. The kids are in room. Which room?
They're in room 5.
Okay, yeah. The kids are in room 5. I would have left them off with Felina, but well,
yeah, don't finish that sentence. I get the idea.
Yeah.
Aren't we trying to save her boyfriend?
That's what I told her.
I don't think she'd
All
care.
this shaming.
But yeah, I'm probably gonna be. I think the kids might feel safer if one of us is there during the night.
Well, we don't have to be in the room. For keeping an eye on the door, they might feel safe enough, right?
Yeah, maybe. Well, I'll ask them.
And we have to talk about this in the morning, but
yeah,
what are we going to do? We can't. There's nowhere we know we can leave them aside. Well, there's one place I can think of, but that's a whole day's travel back the way we came, and
yeah, it's gonna be rough.
Sylvana
Let's sleep on it.
Sylvana said she'll scout where they came from.
While you go to Tensis.
Yeah. That frees us to go to Tensis and keep up with our plans, but that's talking about getting to Tensis. I'm not willing to take a couple of kids into the mist.
Yeah, no. Yeah, for what I gather, that wouldn't be a good idea, especially with what they have experienced.
Especially with that. That's
the
last thing they need.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll sleep on it. We'll see.
We'll sleep on it. We'll figure it out tomorrow as a group. Oh, and we can't. Well, we can, but we can't return to Terrebonne.
Well, we would. Sylvana would just have to stay outside,
I suppose. Alright, yeah. So, yeah, Angelo just kind of...
Shame you can't use the wind to fly them over to Terrebonne and then fly back. Or can you?
I mean, I probably can, but I think Neo would raise an eyebrow. Mechanically, yes. There is nothing stopping me from doing that.
When are we just getting a balloon with Angelo driving?
Oh god, honestly.
Around the world in 60 days.
Real shit, why haven't we just got a hot air balloon? Why hasn't this party been the party with a fucking airship?
That would be good.
And Angelo just dedicates himself to being the engine.
Pretty much.
He could like steer one, you know.
It's like, oh hey, great game today, Snake. You were wonderful at just being silent for half an hour. Everything go forward.
No, it will cut periodically to Angelo saying, "I did something."
How big a place of power do I need to just enchant something to fly all the time so I don't just need to be an engine? We'll just find like a volcano or something that's also a place of power. Or we just fucking dip it into the Regent Springs.
I mean, also we could just literally just get a hot air balloon and you use the wind to fly us, like drive us.
Yeah, but you don't get much room on a hot air balloon, you know?
Yeah, we'll build our own one, a big one.
I still think Angelo should like get a sheet or like a sail basically to like wind sail with his skateboard.
Yes.
It's kind of pointless though when he can already just fly.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, better at catching the wind and it could be faster maybe, you know.
Style point, Snake. Style point, Angelo.
Yeah, it like obviously like him doing wire foo is kind of pointless when he can
Angelo,
just blast people, but he wants to be cool.
Once again, on Angelo's Angel Devil shoulder, which is obviously Felina Devil, Angel Hero, just is that something your father would never think about that?
And that's just both sides saying
exactly. Yeah, no, both sides are in agreement that would be pretty rad.
Wow.
Yeah, what do the kids say? Do they want Hero just being in the room with them for the night?
They feel better with someone watching over them.
Okay, yeah. Hero is gonna do that. He's gonna be like, so he's like sitting on the chair.
All right, cool. Yeah, and so it's gonna be just Silvana and Angelo on the roof.
You know, they are free to come in here and sleep on the floor too.
Yeah.
Or you know, you can also have
the open air at this point.
You can also just disturb Felina in her adultery.
Oh my gosh.
Adultery.
He said the full word.
They're not married.
Yeah, it's just stock standard cheating.
Yeah. Anyway,
like, this is some Jerry Springer shit, not some fucking.
They have an
Maury
understanding.
Meanwhile, Randall is he's being really faithful.
No, probably not.
Good joke.
I have to change.
He's
nuts
deep in Dominique as we talk. I don't know.
I almost certainly, or if not, I don't know. There's plenty of other, girls in the circus.
So,
girls looking at the circus.
So, I'm gonna say Silvana goes over to you, says that she got as much information out of them as they could. Mostly it's just corroborating what the kids said, but also that they nabbed the kids from Osprey.
Oh boy.
Osprey,
yeah, Angelo just thinks about that. That's quite a ways.
Where are we again? We're in
Jericho.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We're in Jericho, and
Osprey is just south of the Emerald Forest. It's a ways away.
Oh God.
Yeah. So, Angelo's trying to. Yeah. What was Osprey was the banking town.
Yeah, Osprey is trying to establish a central bank.
Yeah.
I guess we should walk around the mist if we're gonna have to take kids with us.
Well, we'll talk about that in the in-game morning. God, I'm yawning now. Fuck.
Alright, yeah.
Morning.
Yeah. So yeah, Silvana just again has like her heating source is just like that single stick. Consumes her own rations and absent of anything else, she will head to sleep.
Yeah.
Alright. Hero's watching over the kids as they sleep. And Felina, the mood has been ruined, probably.
Yeah, somewhat.
Why do I have it? Scott just like, we could, if you wanna.
Where's Scott? Like, all this talk of like, oh, Hero do their, or Felina. Just like, damn, poor Scott, didn't deserve that from Hero ruining that for him.
Hero unwillingly paid for your hotel room. He didn't pay for Scott's nut.
All right.
Well, Hero certainly got, to see a lot more than, what he paid for, or like money's worth, I guess.
Oh my God.
If anything, Hero owes both of them more money.
No, you owe Hero like all his money. He lost almost all his money today.
We took half of it. The other half was your own idea. Well, if we hadn't taken half of it, you still would have spent that other half.
No,
that's not. That's the shittiest.
No, my point is only on the hook for wasting half your money.
You would have paid anyway, but you still would have had the 10 if I didn't rob you.
Yeah, no, he still would have. Felina stole half his money.
If you didn't fucking do that.
Yeah, no, he still would have 20 coin, but it's like Felina didn't waste all of Hero's money. Felina only wasted half of it.
30 coin, because he would have actually.
Yeah, he would have had to, like, if you hadn't taken 20 coins.
Oh, no, never mind, you're right. Yeah, 30 coin. So yeah, you still have 10 coin. That's more than Felina. What are you complaining about?
Nice.
No, I only have 9 coin.
Oh, sorry, 9 coin. What happened to the other two?
You know,
that's right. I remember.
Anyway,
Alright, so,
in the morning, I think in the morning we all meet somewhere in town, maybe at the
breakfast.
Yeah. Well, after a long silence in the room.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah, just a sort of awkward breakfast when all of us sitting around, the table.
Actually, Angelo buys breakfast for everybody. How much does that cost? It's like a thing deal.
Breakfast for everyone?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's just make it 6 coin.
6 coin for everyone? Okay, yeah. Angelo just kind of throws that down.
I have to pay 3 for a glass of fucking water.
Why did you pay 3 coin for water? Water's free.
Yeah. Scott just was like, I was gonna say that, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, like Angelo's
Paulina, you owe me so much
coming
money.
over to the table with what everyone ordered, and for him it's just a big bowl of porridge with like brown sugar on top or some shit. I don't know if we can get brown sugar around here. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
You want some more green.
So yeah, he sits down, takes a sip of lemonade, and just like looks at everyone. So we've got some problems to discuss. Actually, the kids are at the table with us, aren't they?
Did you have them at the table, or are you just having them in their room?
No, I think they're free to be here. I think this does concern.
It's up to you.
Yeah, they can be here. Like I think maybe they're sat next to Angelo.
Gotcha.
Angelo actually, there's not enough room. There's not enough chairs, so Angelo's just kind of like hovering, like trying to make it a bit less obvious. Like he's got his back to the wall, kind of. So
after a long silence, Scott just looks at Hero and just says, "Did you like what you saw?"
Elena, like glares at Scott, shoots him angry look.
And then Hero just looks at Scott and says, "Yeah, you got a nice ass."
I think that would make things up for Felina, actually.
So Angelo like kind of looks at the awkward table where it's funny because it's awkward because of one particular thing, but Sylvana doesn't want to be here and the kids don't know any of us. So we've got
everyone else but you has their own reason to feel awkward right now.
And I'm just getting second-hand awkward from all of you.
Yeah.
I just gotta say, like, when Scott just says that, Hero just has the biggest, like, really face.
I just, just kind of want. I mean,
like he doesn't say anything. He just looks at him like.
Angelo on some level really wants to say we are saving her boyfriend, but he swallows it because it's pointless. Doesn't get us anywhere. There are people trafficking children through here, and I think we should put a stop to that.
Really?
What?
Yeah, yes, Elena, like, after glaring at, Hero, then, like, just suddenly stops and turns to Angelo, and, like, with a sort of stunned look on her face. Wait, what?
The two children we have here, like, they're at the table next to Angelo. Yeah. There were a group of men assaulting them last night. Sylvana caught wind of it, and we jumped in.
Oh, I just thought this was, like, an abusive... I didn't...
They're being
trafficked. Okay, that's
There were
that's quite a bit more than.
There were a group of men trying to reclaim them. We jumped in and we've got what we could. They're being brought south from near Tenzas.
I imagine Hero's face has like this face when Scott's ask him, like when he.
So, as for last night, yes, there was a bit of urgency and frayed nerves.
Sylvana just says, but she didn't order anything, so I guess she just kind of has like, yeah, she's not actually she didn't want to like have you spend anything on her, so.
Oh damn!
She just has a seat at the table, unless you like.
Angelo doesn't like forcefully insist, but I guess he does like double us, like oh, it's okay. It's like this money isn't it may as well go to us.
But no, yeah, she's just like, she doesn't want anyone to spend money on her.
All right, just gonna
She-
say it's not a weakness to be helped.
She tends to self-subsist. Like,
Okay.
yeah. But Sylvana brings up, just says, I managed. We got where they're based, and I managed to figure out that the group of kids were taken from Osprey. Sounds like a small operation. Once we leave the mist, I'm going to head over there while the rest of you go to Tenzis to scope it out.
So that brings me to the main point, which is, well, what do we do with these two?
Yeah, like I figure
I'm not
taking them through the mist might not be
We're gonna have
ideal.
enough problems looking after ourselves, and I don't think a child should be exposed to the mist to begin with.
Yeah.
So, what do we do?
That is
I am...
You and Felina just looking directly at the kids. Do you two have any ideas? Anywhere you want to go or anything? Or
Well, do you think we could just find? Can't we just stay in a room until we can go home?
Angelo,
It's not the money. We don't have the money.
Angelo thinks for a second, and then let me try. Let me try on that. And yeah, Angelo just kind of like gets up from the table and walks over to the bar.
Yeah.
And he explains the case to the bartender. We found these two kids last night. They're being moved out of somewhere near Tenzis, and we need to get there fast, but we can't. Our route cuts through the mist. We can't possibly take them with us. And look, we don't have a great deal of coin, but if these kids could be taken care of while we're gone, that would be incredibly appreciated. We won't be gone long, and look, I'll leave something of my own here if it's a guarantee enough to you that I am coming back.
Well, that's a lot.
It is a lot, I appreciate, but we can't take these kids through the mist. We were on a tight time schedule as well, and the closest place I could think that we could leave them in relative safety is Terrebonne, and it's a day's trek away.
That's relative. That is relative.
Relative?
Terrebonne, like safety.
Yeah.
Is relative.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, brain skipped a beat.
What would you be planning to leave?
Angelo looks over all his stuff, and he doesn't have much of value aside from he hates this. He takes off his vambrace.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
This is all I've got that's of any value. It only works for me. It's attuned to my magic. Without it, I'm far less sturdy and stable, let's say. That's all I have that I can say that I absolutely need in this world.
And you'll leave it here?
Yeah, Angelo grimaces at that. I don't know if I trust you. I'm hoping I can. I'm talking about the lives of a whole group of children here who I want to save, and I'm asking you to help me in that.
Looking for salvation in Jericho. You don't get out much, do you?
What can I say? I only took my first steps in this world 3 years ago.
Wait, what? You were born 3 years ago?
Well, what the hell? Just says fine.
Now, just so we're clear, like Angelo says, like as he hands it over, this is insurance. This is something I get back when I return.
Not like I could sell it anyway.
Perfect. Yeah, Angelo hands him the van brace.
Yeah.
Now, the way the rules describe on that, I think it stabilizes my magic. I think I'm just at a permanent -1 while I don't have it.
Right. All right.
I think it's, permanent. Let me double check the playbook, but I believe that's
Yeah.
it. Let's just find out if I fucked myself even harder than that. I'll still go through with it. I'm not backseeing that. Let's find out.
Nice.
But yeah, Angelo does that, and then he walks back to the table and says, "Okay, you two kids have a room here while we're gone. We'll try and make it as quick as possible and get you back somewhere safe."
Thank you, mister. Oh my gosh.
Don't worry about it. And Angelo looks at Hero, Sylvana, Felina, and just says, "Okay, well, you lot are taking care of me while we're in the mist. I've just made our lives a bit more difficult. Don't worry, I made my own the most difficult."
Yeah.
Well, if you're ever in danger, Scott just raises his ring hand.
I'll bear that in mind.
Stick by me.
So wait, if I get this correctly, you kind of got depowered or something, or
Is that in character or
out of character?
out of character?
I did.
That in the rule book for the mage, you need something that's indestructible that you kind of you send your magic through to focus it. So Angelo just basically gave up the thing that he uses the most, even though mechanically.
Can't he just Can't he just give them his coins?
Actually, I don't think there's any ruling on it. Should we just say a -1? Because an indestructible arcane treasure through which you draw power. Describe it. So either he's less focused, or Angelo's gonna have a harder time drawing power.
Or you could do something like always pick one extra option on something going wrong, or something with every spell, something like that.
Well, you can always replace it later, right?
No, I gotta come back for it, Neo. I gave it to him as a guarantee I'm returning.
I'm gonna say it's a -1 ongoing and roll on disadvantage.
Ooh, okay, that's fucking... Yeah, this is about to get a lot rougher.
Yeah.
Angelo just really... Yeah. So, you better appreciate it, you damn kids.
So what? But so yeah, in character, Felina's like, what? So you can't do anything now, or?
No, I can still do magic. It's just that draws the magic, focuses it.
That's really risky, You could have probably given him something else.
I don't have anything good on me. I have a skateboard, I have 40 coin and some books. I have nothing. That is the most valuable possession I have. Now, sure, it's not worth money to anyone, but I need that, essentially.
Okay. Still, that's really...
I didn't have anything else to bargain with.
You could have asked one of us.
Yeah.
He comes back here with such a sacrifice.
Felina says that with sincerity. She doesn't say that in a critical tone. She says that in a you could have come to us.
Yeah, we could have figured out something.
One of us might have been willing to part with something valuable.
Could have probably enchanted something. No, never mind. But yeah.
We could have left Silva.
Angelo just kind of goes quiet.
It's a great way to stop trafficking.
Angelo just kind of goes quiet and looks down at his meal and just... No, you're right. It's okay. It's okay. We'll work through it. I've already asked a lot of each of you anyway.
I haven't asked much of Scott.
I don't expect much of Scott.
Wow.
So yeah, the kids are set up with a room, and
I just have to hope this guy's word is good. Otherwise, I am fucked.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah. The kids thank you very, very much and just wish you safest journeys and hope they can see everyone again in Osprey.
And I'm not gonna remove the van brace from my inventory. I'm gonna remove the weight, but I'm just gonna put a bracket next to that. Just
In Jericho. In Jericho.
Yeah. Alright, and now we just gotta remember that every time I roll cast a spell or black magic, it's
at a disadvantage and -1.
That's gonna be fun. And Enchanter, I guess.
Well, so, probably hold off on using Enchanter until.
Yeah, unless I just want to leave a trail of cursed items in my wake. Can I fly?
That's a good question. I think you should. I think you should still be able to fly.
All right. So he still has that going for him.
Maybe he could roll to fly instead of doing it for free, like a more erratic. It's hard to control type thing. Sorry to just like throw.
It's a good.
I do think actually, how about you can fly without rolling, but like only like a few feet off the ground.
Okay, yeah. So he's like
you have a hover.
It's severely limited now.
Yeah, you have a hover. Yeah, and you'll have to roll to like get up, anywhere else.
Yeah.
Or faster.
Damn, I should have enchanted the skateboard. Apparently, I fought these things through.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. So here we. All right. So with that, guess you're all ready to head out.
Let's head out.
Yeah. What time is it?
5:20
over. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yep.
It's just that in 40-ish minutes I'm gonna have to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So, I guess we'll just undertake a perilous journey to Hell's Neighbor, and then probably see whatever's there in an end session.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gotcha. We got our chunk
do the
done.
same. Do the same as before, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hero lead.
Might as well.
Hero scouts. Oh no!
Oh dear.
Oh boy, we're in for it now. We're not getting to Hell's Neighbor.
Okay.
Let's roll. It is navigate next, right?
For navigate. Yep. Navigate's next.
All right.
Well, at least one of us is doing okay. Ooh, all three.
What a spread.
Well, all right. Well, everyone consumes one ration as you all start to head out to Hell's Neighbor. While I think of and come up with something, you want to have a talk on the way with anyone? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think just at some point, I think Angelo does like break ahead a little bit to talk to Hero.
All right. Hero?
He just kind of approaches him and just says, I should say this, but you've been doing really well lately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When we started traveling together, I thought that I needed to wisen you up, teach you a bit, but rich coming from someone who's no less naive in certain ways, but
I mean, thanks, Angel, but you've done good too. I mean, what you did there was, that not many people would willingly give up the thing that helps them focus their power.
I suppose, but the reason I was able to do that was the other day when we were collecting the loans, and I felt myself getting into that. I was enjoying the chase, the pursuit, and taking people down, and only afterwards feeling like, oh, why did I do any of this? And the moment I started that fire and it all went out of hand, you immediately diverted just to put the fire out and stop the risk, and I'd forgotten why I was trying to do any of this, and that reminded me.
Mm.
It reminded me that no matter how rough things get, that's what I should be trying to do. That's what I set out for.
Yeah, good to hear, Angelo. Like, that's good to hear, Angelo, that you're figuring things out. Still, you got it in you. Got it in you, man. You can do it. You just need to believe a bit more. Believe, man.
I'll try.
That's the spirit.
Felina and Dingo, they certainly didn't seem to believe quite as strongly.
Yeah, but I don't think Felina believes in much, honestly.
I think she believes in something. I think it's just tempered.
Yeah, in herself. A bit too much.
Jesus. That's really bouncing back and forth on this. Yeah, no. You know what I said back there, just... I envy you.
What? Really?
Your parents, you had people willing to guide you, to show you the right way without forcing it on you, and while I'm not quite ready to say all that happened, I didn't quite have that.
Oh. Oh, I see. I think I understand. I mean, I didn't live it, but I think I can understand.
That's all you need
Maybe.
to do. That's all you need to do right now.
Oh,
But
that's in the past.
When we get to Tenzis, you might wind up learning more. Whether or not I quite want it to go that way.
Well, remember this. The past is in the past. I think.
Yeah,
at least so they tell me.
You say that, but my past is in Tenzis. So the past is in the past, but the past is also there. We'll find out.
Past.
I'm just glad we're not taking those kids into the mist with us.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. We could sort that out at least.
All right, I'll leave you to scouting, which you're going to fuck up because you rolled a 6.
What?
Angelo just Angelo says, I'm gonna get back to navigation. I'll leave you to it.
Sure thing, buddy. Take it easy.
Angelo? Oh,
back.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Angelo. No, it's just Angelo falls back. Leave Hero ahead.
Sweet, did you have something? Or...
No, okay. He was gonna make a quip against Felina, but nah.
When Angelo gets back to, Felina, who I assume is at this point sort of, hands in her pockets and sort of like cruising on her skateboard, maybe doing some sick curse and whatnot. Actually, no, I'm gonna say she worked on the art of her board last night at the inn. She hasn't finished it yet, but, she is after the mood got ruined. But anyways, just minor thing. Just when Angelo gets back, she just asks, how's he doing?
He's still snippy about you.
He's been really fucking acting up lately.
Angelo, yeah, as she just says that in that tone, Angelo just kind of looks at her, just turns his eyes and he's just looking right at her.
Look, I don't know, he wasn't always quite like this. He was trying to be generally nice. Now he's just he's just been kind of being a dick to me lately. Don't get me wrong, I've been being a dick to him, but
you're laughing, Swede, but she's not wrong.
Oh yeah, no,
compared to everyone else here. I mean, look, I assume he told you about what happened last night.
He insinuated in a very obvious way.
He, without knocking or anything, uninvited, teleports into our room, and then, obviously I freak out. And then after that, not only does he not apologize, he gives me shit about what I'm doing. He tries to have the moral high ground on me, and not, even the slightest apology or whatever. It's not so much.
Okay. Actually, wait, I'm not saying okay because Swede isn't actually here trying to interject.
No, I was gonna say, let the record show that Hero did say that he did deserve that one.
Wow.
Oh, that's true. He did say that, but it's he still didn't say, oh, sorry, you know, like it was like okay, I guess I just, it wasn't like, oh, I'm really sorry that I just like uninvited burst in unannounced and saw you naked, like, you know, none of
With
that.
a child.
Okay.
Yeah, with a
No,
child.
I can
But and
understand.
Felina's
No, I get it. I understand why you're upset. He did burst into a room that he paid for.
look, it's just, it would be one thing if anyone else was doing, but he's just been getting, I feel, being uniquely, or has gotten a lot more, I don't know.
I think you've gotten
Different.
under his skin in a certain way. I think about who he is. Think about where he's been. He's straightforward. He's heroic. He wants to help people and be thing. And you don't quite represent that ideal. And that's not your fault. That's...
You think he's heroic?
I do. Yeah, Angelo kind of regales that story the other day of when they were like, when he does just kind of bold-facedly admit that he accidentally started that fire, which Hero, like, diverted from to put out, and he doesn't actually expect Feline to be impressed, but it's like, you haven't been around him all the time, but whenever the chips are down, whenever things are going wrong, the first thing he thinks of is how to help other people, and I don't know. I do think he's heroic. I don't think he's the most socially conscious or the wisest, but I don't think he needs to be. I don't want
For
that
what
part
it's
of
worth,
him.
and I assume it's not worth a lot coming from me, I think you're more heroic than he is. By
Thank
a
you.
lot.
And you don't have to put yourself down for that, but I don't see it that way. I don't think...
No, I mean, look, don't get me wrong, I'm about as far from the heroic type as you can get, and I acknowledge that, but look, the big difference between you and him is you chose that you wanted to do this. You chose that you want to be like a hero and save people and whatnot. He's just following, you know, the path of least resistance.
You think that?
It would have been a lot easier for you, and you would have been a lot more comfortable and well off, you know, from what I know about your life, if you had just like been a selfish prick like me. And you wanted to, you know, live this kind of life. He was just like, he doesn't know anything else. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's just sort of following the path that was laid down for him by his family, blindly, like a child.
I don't agree with that whatsoever.
How so?
He's choosing to keep on that path every day. You throw him different ideas, different thoughts. He went to Terrebonne, he's been out in the marsh, he's dealt with horrible things. You may not care for it coming from Sylvana, but he chooses to face the worst every day. He can choose to stop doing that. There's just as much... You can frame it as him staying on a path and that somehow being lesser, but frankly, I don't see it that way.
I don't know. I'm not convinced he's that self-aware. I don't think he knows how to do anything else. He just does what the only thing I feel like he's just doing the only thing he knows how to do. And look, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I think it was the right thing to do and I appreciate it, but he's been willing to compromise on a lot of, you know, like helping with the mob work or like with the snake thing. And sure, you can argue all of that, but I don't think it's so much a desire to do as good as just trying to rationalize things into his worldview. And from what you said, he fought at fights?
Is there something evil about entering a mock show?
It's you know, one of the many, you know, like mob connected things, like all the gambling, that money all comes from, you know, mob shit and gambling and whatnot.
I don't know. I still think he's heroic. I still think he's got his heart in the right place and he's on the right path. He's naive, sure, but
okay, but even if he does, even if he's sincere and believes in it, it's easy for him to be like that. Again, the fact that you walked away from something else and actively go for that, I think is a lot more impressive and heroic than just, you know, staying in the rut you've been dug, even if it's a good rut, I guess.
I haven't been very good at hiding it, so let me just say this. Just to explain the person you're talking to. We're going to Tenzis, and there you may wind up learning some more things about me. Things that, frankly, I don't know if I want people to know.
You are from Tenzis.
Yes. I spent the first 15, 16, however many years of my life under someone who didn't want me to be myself. When I was finally sent away, when I was finally not in that person's possession all the time, I was finally able to start thinking for myself in any fashion. The person you're speaking to is made up of all the people I met before I ran away and decided to think for myself fully. I don't know heroics, I don't know evil, I only know what I've been taught and what I think other people mean. That's it. So when I see Hero and he's nice and straightforward and has a life set out for him, I want to believe in that.
I think I get that. Look, I don't know, just obviously between the two of us, we grew up in very different circumstances. You were born with, a lot of powers and resources and whatnot, and well, you've seen where I'm from, and I've definitely had to take what I have, but what we have in common and what makes us different from Hero is we both made ourselves something and decided to be something. We took some initiative, or not initiative, that's not the right word. You know what I mean. We defined ourselves. We made ourselves into something, and I don't know. I admire that about you. Especially a lot of people in your, circumstances wouldn't have had it in them to be as cool as you are.
Oh.
And I mean, and don't get me wrong, don't take that as like a diss about, you were born with your powers and resources and whatnot. I had advantages. I mean, hey, I've had clashes with my mom, but I'm pretty sure Stella's a better parent than Keith Lombard.
What?
Ooh.
Yeah, Angelo just freezes and looks at you.
Elena kind of gives him, a bit of a, sly grin and just, hey, I'm a smart kitty.
I suppose so. All right.
You know what they say about curiosity?
You've got me. I am Keith
Hey,
Lombard.
you don't have to say, you're Angelo, okay? That's who you are.
Right.
It's not Keith Lombard.
Anyway, no, you got most of that right, except for one thing. I don't think I've quite defined myself yet.
Polina, sort of gives a sort of thinking, like, nod to that. Just takes that into consideration.
Anyway, we've got a unpleasant day ahead.
So, as you're walking forward, Hero likes to scout by like teleporting forward, like
poof, poof, poof.
Yeah. So
sneezing a few times.
He's unable to warn you of something. The one that you all, when you once you take a few steps, like you feel something under your feet, and immediately Sylvana behind you just yells, "Don't move!" All the three of you, with no Hero ahead.
I stop.
Polina freezes.
Yeah, Scott as well. Just goes like completely, just goes around stuff. What's going on? And Sylvana just like bites, just like grits her teeth. Y'all just stepped on something. Very volatile.
Oh.
And when you look down, you are standing on jutted out pieces of like black metal that are glowing and now have a bit of a hum.
Oh no.
Dun dun dun. Is that where we should end session?
Should we?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I have.
It's like we're coming up on 20 minutes to.
Yeah.
the Swedes
Yeah,
thing.
I kinda. like I kind of want to do.
Sure.
Okay.
End session
Cliffhanger?
on a bunch of landmines. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I think it's a good cliffhanger, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And also, so we can just get in the whole thing, so we don't go like.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah, end the session. Any bonds update?
Yes. Several. Though I guess I can get Hero out of the way first because I'm done with his. Angelo's I need to finish
Oh,
writing.
you're done with him.
Well, I already wrote my bonds for Hero.
I should do that during session. Is actually write these up.
I try to do it. I'm not good at doing it.
I try and save it to the end because I'm bad at bonds.
Oh, I just realized I tried to act on a Felina bond. Felina did try and help those kids using her powers and give them free money. Maybe I can make her understand my point of view better. Try and make her nicer with that action that completely backfired. But that's not the bond that has changed.
All right. Well, while you work on that, Felina.
Okay. So one bond I had with Hero seemed to question things like doing mob work and how cops work and things like that. I wonder if it's too little too late, or maybe I really could get him to wise up. So Hero's limits and standards are really hard to gauge. He's willing to do collections for the mob to help me, and apparently willingly made money at fights. How does he determine what he's okay with? Like, Felina's now just kind of bewildered. How did
that evolve this session?
Felina was finding out that he, worked at fights too, really threw her. And just...
you did find that out.
And it's also, in relation to the other thing, just... Felina's a bit more pissed off at Hero now. Felina went into this being like, let's see if I can push him further, but then just with, how resistant her, she's, reassessing how she's approaching, cracking Hero's, ethics egg.
She's getting cracked.
She wants to, really fundamentally change how he sees his ethics, but she's reassessing how she's doing that this session. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me sewing. Haha. Fuck yeah. Yes.
Yeah, true. She just made him more of an asshole, but to her specifically.
I've actually got to ask an in-character, out-character question just in regards to the Angelo bond, because last time she picked up on Keith Lombard, she wound up on the idea that Angelo was from a rival family, so was she just
that was one of the possibilities. She had considered it's possible he might be related, but just the fact that Angelo was specifically talking about his very much how he wants to distance, that really suggested, okay, probably, connected to not a rival family. He didn't like his family. If his family was rivals with the Lombards, then if anything, he would be more a fan of Keith Lombard. And she knows he hates Keith Lombard. Because that came up and Angelo really shit-talked him. So, knowing he's from noble, well-to-do background and magical background, knowing Keith Lombard is a powerful, noble with a long family history of magic and whatnot, and that Angelo apparently finding out, confirming he's on bad terms and wants to distance himself from his family as much as possible, and doesn't like his family and, his history where he comes from. That to her implies same family as Keith Lombard, not rival family.
Right.
Was her logic. She was 80% at that point, but that was enough to take a stab in the dark. So there's a 20% chance it would be foolish, but that was...
Yeah.
Yeah. She was fishing for that one. She was like, I think I got it. At this point, it's better to, make a guess and look cool. You know. I probably got it. Yeah.
If she was wrong, she would have just dashed headfirst into the mist.
If she was wrong, she would have possessed him instantly. Just try and erase his memories, try and figure out how to do that. Technically, she can.
A fun point. I am actually quite liking what Felina said, because it does just kind of tie into, I don't know. I think Felina thinks Angelo is a lot more self-figured out than he actually is. I don't know.
Even if he's not, I mean, yeah, she probably does, but it's also the notion that she gets the vibe he at least has an idea of what he wants to be, even if he's not necessarily fully living up to that.
Yeah.
Anyways, I do have the other hero bond, which is connected. So it was, Hero is a proud, selfish idiot who got me locked up and then had the audacity to be mad at me for trying to get myself out of it, refusing to accept any accountability. What a prick. So, this is a long one. Hero is getting more and more obnoxious with less and less hesitation. I can't believe that he had the nerve to teleport in the room while I was with Scott and then give me shit. Sharona. So those are my...
Where's the emoticon?
Oh, do you need an emoticon for... Okay, I'll be sure to add one in.
Make it, you can make it, this one.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. This is gonna run out of room to escalate pretty soon, I feel like. Okay.
Let's see now. I have like.
Does Felina, you have anything else with Angelo? Or?
Yes, but I need to write this, so I was hoping we
so
could go to someone
I have a
else
thing
after that.
with Felina, but this is I don't know if this is advancing it or just rewording it. But basically, still the point of the bond is Hero doesn't think Felina is actually taking any of this seriously. And so like Felina does seem to understand. No, actually it goes for Felina does seem to understand how serious situations get. We're trying to save Felina's boyfriend. She cheats on him, still casually takes my coin. She really doesn't seem to care about anything but herself. Yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, that's good. That's fine.
Yeah. And then I have one for Angelo, which ties into backstory I've given to Neo, so you know. Angelo doubts that anything he does is actually worthwhile. I guess I have to remind him that he's a good man and his action does change things for the better. Too. Angelo admits that he looks up to me, or like, I can reword that, but like he, admires my Hero's naivety. But it seems his insecurities comes from, it seems his insecurities comes from something else, a troubled past. I didn't admit it, but I can relate. Maybe I can help him in more ways than he thinks, more than he thinks. Yeah.
Hidden depths.
Hidden hero depth.
There we go.
Hidden hero depths in his lore that I haven't. No. I don't know. Day 5 without Dingo. I barely remember his face.
It's just like a bunch of like flavor bonds about random people. It's just like I don't like the cut of that Scott guy's jib. Alright, so that's Hero's bonds. Yeah, you have 2 XP for your bonds there. Angelo, anything yet?
I'm nearly done.
Okay.
I'm like there's one bond I had to compromise a bit on for length, and also it doesn't fully hit the notes I want to with Felina, but I omitted it. I omitted a bit.
Alright.
And hang on. So okay. So these the 2 Felina bonds, I'll say, sound a bit more critical than they are meant to be, or like they kind of omit a thing that I want. But yeah, first off, the Hero bond. For how much Hero seemed to lose faith in himself, even when doing incredibly dodgy work for the mob, even with other jobs to do, he'd do the right thing and do it right. I should be learning from his earnestness, not judging him for naivety. I revealed a part of who I was to Hero, and he thinks at the heart of it is a good man. Maybe I need to start over, go back to the Angelo Elgato I planned. I don't think I can let Hero down, so I'll try to impress him instead.
Yes! Here we go, we're gonna... And also...
So here's the fun part.
Second win.
But here's the fun part. Yeah, a second win for him, but here's the fun part, because there is a contradiction here with Felina's bond.
Oh no, Angelo is torn between 2 worlds.
Is it right for me to tell Felina what to do with her life? Do I offer her anything, or am I just dragging her away from what she wants? I have no idea what I want. Felina figured me out, and that's worrying. If she could piece it together, will we be in danger in Tenzas? I'll have to dial things down. Might be a chance to figure things out on my own. Yeah, that's why I gotta change it. So, yeah, Angelo's gonna do some soul searching, being a new man in his own town.
Yeah. Oh, well, they're not so much conflicting as much as as much as one is long term and the other is more short term.
I know, but it's like Angelo's on one hand is deciding go back to the very loud, very out there Angelo Elgato. On the other hand is like rein it in a bit, stay quiet in Tenzis. Yeah, there is a long term, short term, but it's also, there's a dichotomy there.
All right, and those are your bonds.
And there, I just retyped figure myself out on my own, which is a bit weird sounding. But lastly, Felina, for all her detachment, does have a heart. There are things she doesn't want to do. She's more kind to let on. I wonder why that is. Felina said she may have helped if I'd come to her when I was trading for a room for the kids. But she had stolen from me in the past. I need to figure out when I can fully trust her. Because there was that instance where, like, she asked for money in the past, and then Angelo is pretty sure she went and gambled it. And then she did steal money from Hero. So it's like, there's a level of uncertainty when she is being fully sincere that she would help. It's like, when can I'm not going to come to you for help in these moments if I can't be sure that I won't.
No, I think that's interesting because there is a very definite, clear there's.
But it tends to happen.
Felina's very consistent internally, but
it tends to happen after the fact is the problem.
Yeah, this is very much like the problem that Will Smith faced in Shark Tale. So just further reinforcing the connection.
No, I mean, it's obviously, I have a response to that, but that's a fun thing to explore in character and, to come to understand about Felina and her values.
XP for those bonds. And
I have my bonds with Angela.
Yeah.
Okay, so, oh, Jesus. These are a bit long. Sorry. Okay. Previously, I had Angela's adventures have led us to doing enforcer work for the mob. He seems unhappy with that, but also seems unsympathetic and maybe even blames me. This is probably one of the more complex bonds I've had. I think it's interesting. Angelo really wants to be a hero. I think that's why he got pissy with me when we had to do mob work. It breaks his mental image of what he wants to be. He needs to learn that the idealistic image he has will ultimately do more harm than good. It's not compatible with the world.
Jesus, that's bleak.
He can be a hero. She just wants him to be,
She's been reading some Nietzsche recently.
She wants him to have a more complete understanding so he can be the best at. She thinks if he just tries to be this comic book, hero, it will end badly for him.
I think you mean manga here.
Opposite to what he took from
Hero. Unfortunately. So another one we had. This I think went in an interesting direction. Angelo has been generous to me, which I appreciated, and I've given him a lot in return, which he seems to pointedly not be interested in or care about. Now we have Angelo used his one commune to help us find Randall instead of asking whatever question clearly meant a lot to him. But he also didn't even ask anyone else for collateral. He gives very readily, but it's like he doesn't even consider receiving anything from others.
That's interesting.
Because it wasn't just he didn't ask her. He didn't ask anyone. He didn't ask Hiro or Scott or Sylvana.
He even told Sylvana that she should be more willing to receive help.
Yeah, but it's like it doesn't even cross Angelo's mind to, which Felina finds interesting. Okay, so, there was also this one. This is the old one. The way Angelo talks about his upbringing, civilization, and all that, I get the impression he comes from money, status. Even a noble family, like the Lombards, perhaps. ... Eyes emoji. Now we have new bond. Got him.
Okay, that's a resolved bond. There you go. So
I actually do have a continuation from that more seriously instead of the got him, but just I like resolved. Got him. Angelo comes from immense privilege, was given his powers and resources, and seems very intent on defining himself separate from that, at great disadvantage. I respect that. I want him to realize that carving his own path is a bigger step than he gives himself credit for.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. All right, there's XP for those bonds. And Zelina, did you happen to?
I did not.
You
You
think
did
there
not.
might be a connection between
That's someone
bonds
from Eternal
bonds
Wealth.
1 and 2 there? Or bonds 2 and 3 rather.
Wait, the
Bonds 2 and 3. Angelo uses one.
Oh
comment.
yeah, no, that's something that I think is going to come up with him being from like a wealthy thing, and yeah. No, I think that's going to be an interesting thing to explore.
So, all right. So we have. So you did not fulfill your alignment.
I
Shame
did not.
on you.
I know.
Shame on you.
I didn't possess anyone for any reason.
Absolute shame.
The only time I used my powers at all were to like prick Angelo's finger. Other than that, I could have just been a regular non-psychic thief.
Shameful.
By the way, can we speed this up? Can we speed this up?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Angelo, did you attract a renown infamy or wrapped attention with your magic?
I opened a door, I moved a knife, and I gave up my magic. So
Okay, no. Yeah, no. All right, Hero, did you use your ability to get someone or something out of danger?
Yeah, I would say I did.
You
Honestly.
did. Yes, 1 XP for that. Good job, Sweet. You're a great role player as always.
I know.
Yeah, take an XP for that. Now, did we learn something new and important about the world?
We learned about the child trafficking.
Old methods of talking, call signs. They've been there for
And we
hundreds of
learned
years.
about the separate worlds and realities. And
Yeah.
Yeah, just
such.
a bunch of stuff, really. Just
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, take an XP for that. Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
4 thugs, not really.
No.
Yeah,
not really.
Yeah, no to that. Did we loot a memorable treasure?
No.
No.
You gave a memorable treasure up. Well,
We
take an
empowered skateboards
Oh.
to be magic, but
Take an XP.
Take an XP for playing. Well gamed.
well, okay.
Thanks. Now
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go.
Bye,
Catch
Sweet.
you all later.
Bye,
Good
Sweet.
game.
Bye-bye.
That was a fun session.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was more into my head then.
Yeah, no, I really liked Angelo that session. That was a good Angelo